It's Phil with MLB News, back with another video. In today's video, it's going to be my way too early 2021 MLB mock draft. Obviously, just a few days ago, the 2020 MLB draft finished. So I figured why not do a mock draft for 2021. And obviously, when the MLB draft 2021 is sooner, I will react to this mock draft. Now, I'm sure that a lot of the picks possibly will be wrong. And that's the fun of doing a way too early 2021 MLB mock draft. So if you like this kind of content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a video. It has been a couple days since I have uploaded. Last video was the Yankees cheating scandal reaction. You guys really seem to like that video. So make sure to watch that if you have not yet. Link in the description below. And yeah, make sure to check out my other channel. It's PLB with Basketball News. Haven't uploaded there in a week. I'm going to try to upload there soon. So sorry for not uploading there in like a week. So oddly enough, with the first pick in the 2021 mock draft, the Tigers have this selection again. I think they're going to be the worst team again in 2020. And they are going to go with the best player for 2021, in my opinion, right now. And that's going to be Kumar Rocker, a right-handed pitcher out of Vanderbilt. And a couple days ago, I was watching a Vanderbilt game, and he was pitching. Looked like a really good pitcher. Think he's definitely the best player in this draft. And the Tigers do need some pitching. And there is a lot of pitching in this draft. They focus mainly on position players in their 2020 MLB, in their 2020 draft, with selecting Spencer Torkelson, Dylan Dingler, Gage Workman, Tree Cruz, and Keith Cole also. So they went with all position players. I think they look to pitching in this 2021 draft and select Kumar Rocker. With the second selection, the Orioles have this selection. Once again, the first two picks are the same as the 2020 draft. And they are going to go with Jack Leiter, a right-handed pitcher out of Vanderbilt once again. I think he fits very well with this team. The Orioles need pitching, whether it's in the bullpen or starting pitching. They need pitching, and I think this is the best available player, while as the best fit for the Orioles. With the number 3 selection, the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to be the third worst team. Obviously, this in the 2021 who's selecting is going off my predictions, power rankings. If you have not watched my power rankings video for the 2020 season, if there is a season, make sure to watch that, link in the description below. So with the third selection, the Pirates are going to go with Matt McLain, a shortstop out of UCLA. I think he fits very well with this Pirates team. They had Jordy Mercer there for a while. He was really never that good. He was just average. And I think now they get their shortstop for the future. I think he's going to be a player that could be up pretty quickly. With the fourth selection, the Mariners select Colton Cowser, outfielder, Sam Houston State. And I think the Mariners need help wherever they can get it, and the best available player here is a outfielder. With the fifth selection, the Miami Marlins. I think they're going to have a better team than last year. They were the third pick last year, or in 2020. I don't know why I keep on saying last year. And they went with pitching all the way in the 2020 draft, and I don't think that's happening this year. And they're going to go with Judd Feynman, an outfielder from Florida. With the sixth selection, the Colorado Rockies are going to go with Brady Howes, a right-handed pitcher / infielder from Winterboro. With the seventh selection, with the seventh selection, the San Francisco Giants are going to go with a pitcher here, and they're going to select Mike Vasil, a right-hander out of Virginia. They need pitching, and I think he's going to be definitely a good pitcher to add to their rotation. With the 8th selection, the Kansas City Royals will select Adrian Del Castillo, a catcher from Miami. I'm not exactly sure how many more years Salvador Perez has on his contract, but I think that he could be gone quick after his contract's up. And I think, why not get a young catcher here? With their first round selection in 2020, they got A.C. Lacy, a left-handed pitcher out of Texas A&M. With the 9th selection, the Milwaukee Brewers select here. I think they're going to have a down season in 2020 if there is a season. They're going to select Tommy Mays, a right-handed pitcher out of Florida. In the 2020 draft, they went with everybody but pitchers, and pitchers is their main need on this team. Pitching is a big concern for me with this team, and I think if they had some just decent pitching, they could be competing for a wild card spot in the National League. Moving on to the next selection, for the Cleveland Indians select, I think they're going to have a down season, and they are going to select Robbie Martin, an outfielder from Florida State, and I think they are going to go with an outfielder just because they do need outfield help, and they need it, pretty much any way they can get it, and they're going to go with a outfielder. Next, with the 11th selection, the Blue Jays will select Jonathan Cannon, a right-handed pitcher out of Georgia, another Georgia pitcher. 2 were selected in the 2020 draft. Cole Wilcox, who I think was one of the better picks in the 2020 draft. And you also have Emerson Hancock, who was selected by the Mariners. Next, with the 12th selection, the Texas Rangers are going to go with Luke Leto, a shortstop, Portage Central. Not a big fan of this pick, but I think he's probably one of the better players available. Moving on to the next selection for the Red Sox, are going to select a right-handed pitcher, Gunnar Hoagland, right-handed pitcher, Ole Miss. With the next selection, the Philadelphia Phillies select right-hander Jack Leftwich, right-handed pitcher out of Florida. With the next selection, the Padres select Ethan Wilson, outfielder, South Alabama. With the next selection, the New York Mets select right-handed pitcher Mason Pilo. With the next selection, the Chicago Cubs select Kevin Abel, a right-handed pitcher from Oregon State. With the next selection, the St. Louis Cardinals select right-handed pitcher Christian Little, one of the better right-handed pitchers in this draft. With the next selection, the Chicago White Sox select Tyree Reed, outfielder, American Canyon. I think he goes up in this draft a little bit. I think the White Sox do need a little bit of outfield help. I think they look for a second baseman. They don't get one. With the next selection, the Tampa Bay Rays select Ian Moeller, catcher. I think they need catching help any way they can get it. And I think they're going to go with a catcher here in the 2021 draft. I thought they would get one in the 2020 draft. With the next selection, give me a sec. The Trash Can Bangers will select, as long as they're not caught for cheating again. And they are going to select Braylon Bishop, outfielder from Arkansas. I think he's a pretty good player. think he fits okay with this team. I think they might use him as more of a DH unless Michael Brantley, if George Springer opts out, then obviously it'd be different. With the next selection, the LA Angels select Seth Lonsway, left-handed pitcher from Ohio State. They go once again with pitching, like they did a little bit in the 2019 draft. Big fan of their 2019 draft. And I think they look for pitching again. I think Kevin Abel is a great pick for them, but they go with Seth Lonsway as the best pitcher available here. With the next selection, the Oakland A's select Casey Ops, catcher, Arkansas. They select another pitcher. I know in the first round in the 2020 draft, they selected Tyler Soderstrom. And Casey Optis, I think, is going to be a player that is going to be up later. I think Tyler Soderstrom is going to be gone by the time Casey Optis is up, if that makes any sense, because I think he's going to be up kind of late. With the next selection, the Washington Nationals select Mason Erla, right-handed pitcher, Michigan State. Big fan of this pick for the Nationals. Think it makes a lot of sense. I think what they do here is they put Trey Turner out in center field, and Victor Robles, I think, gets placed in right field. They try to trade Adam Eaton for whatever they can get. With the next selection, the Arizona Diamondbacks select Carson Seamer, right-handed pitcher. Now they got a pitcher with their first round pick in the 2020 draft, and Bryce Jarvis, who I think is going to be a very good player. With the next selection, the Cincinnati Reds select Marcelo Mayer, shortstop. I think they needed a shortstop in the 2020 draft. I don't think they did get a shortstop. And I think they look to get a shortstop here. I think he could be up decently quick, with Freddie Galvis' contract being up very soon. With the next selection, the Minnesota Twins select Andrew Abbott. And with the next selection, the Atlanta Braves select Isaac Apachio, shortstop. With the next selection, the New York Yankees select Benny Montgomery. I think he falls a little bit in this draft. Yankees get him. And with the last selection in the first round, the LA Dodgers select give me a sec. Sal Frelick, shortstop, Boston College. So that's going to be the end of my way too early 2021 mock draft. Now, a lot of these picks may not be right, and that's completely fine. That's the fun of doing a mock draft. The ones in 2020 were not really, I didn't get a lot of them right. So if you do want to see a reaction video for my 2020 MLB draft, make sure to leave a like on this video. And subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a video. That's going to be the end of this video. Make sure to check out my last video, Yankees cheating scandal reaction. You guys seem to really like that video. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more videos soon.